motherfucker in the walls. Remember that story I told you a few weeks ago about I was over at a buddy's house and there was a mouse in the house? That was this house. And the reason why I said it was a friend of mine's house, because I didn't want to tell my wife that there was a fucking rodent in the goddamn house, because then she'd be freaking the fuck out and I'd have to deal with that shit. All right? But my father-in-law was over. It was 3 weeks later. We had a couple of beers. It was a funny story. And I just finally just said, you know what? You know, my wife brought up that it was haunted. And I finally just said, no, honey, it's not haunted. There's fucking rodents and in the walls. I just heard one. Came walking by and I heard a bunch of shit fall down the plaster. And I know that's what it is, because when I was a kid, we had that problem in our house. And I remember we had these squirrels were in the fucking walls. I don't know how they got in there, but they were fucking in there. And so we somehow cornered one. It was behind the cabinets, and there was like a hole, not behind the like it was in the wall behind the cabinet. So all I remember was I had like this mop handle, and I'm fucking rattling it in the hole. As my dad had this the fucking giant butcher knife, trying to find this fucking thing, and he's fucking jabbing the knife in the hole, and I got the fucking mop handle going, trying to flush this thing out. All of a sudden, this fucking thing, like a rocket, runs out of the hole, right up to the fucking mop handle, up my arm, jumps on my shoulder, and just leaps off. And I was just like, ah! The fucking thing. And it had nowhere to go, and my dad cornered it, and he finished the fucking thing off. This is before PETA, Now I guess we would have been, accused of some sort of hate crime against squirrels. I have no idea, but my dad finished the fucking thing off, and we dealt with that. There was bats in the fucking, and there was an old house. The house was older than the house that. Well, I guess it was made earlier. I don't think it was older. It was like 70 years old. Mine's fucking 90. Anyways, these old fucking houses, it's just, you're going to have guests. All right? I'm not a big ghost guy. Like, I always think it's rodents first. And these fucking things are all over the goddamn place. So, I don't know. At least I can say that about my fucking piece of shit of a house. At least I don't have squirrels in the walls. I mean, you turn the fucking light on. I mean, I'm not saying a spark won't come out and singe off half your fucking mustache at this point, but it's a process. That's what it is. All right. So anyways,